What's up, everybody? This is Fatima, and I'm going to do a message for Taurus. Taurus. We are going to look at your vibe towards the ruler of the money, the possessions, the material, the abundant one. Taurus, we are going to look at the messages that are for you. So first, let me get a vibe for Taurus. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscriptions. Let me pull a random message for you, Taurus. The message for you is that you are beautiful, capable, and worthy, Taurus. Don't forget that. You are beautiful, capable, and worthy. Taurus is the ruler of the worth, whether it's spiritual worth, material worth, emotional worth, worth of self overall, knowing your worth. Don't forget your worth. Slaying, Taurus. Okay, beautiful. You are beautiful. You're impressive. Whatever you're doing is very impressive. I feel like you're an angel. An angel in disguise, Taurus. Wow. All right, so let's see what the psychic oracle messages are for Taurus. I feel like whatever you're doing it effortlessly. Okay, your heart chakra, your heart is open. You're expressing yourself because Taurus rules over the larynx, the Adam's apple, the throat chakra. So you could be expressing yourself when it comes to love. Now, when we look at Venus is in Scorpio. Venus being the ruler over the heart chakra with Taurus and Libra. So Venus in Scorpio brings intensity with depth and emotional truth when it comes to matters of the heart. So these individuals, they love with their whole soul and they crave deep emotional merging, emotional energy that merges, and you're not usually satisfied with surface level connections. You desire deep connections. So this is the energy that you're under right now, Taurus. Your feelings run profound and deep, and once you commit, you feel like your loyalty is unwavering. Love with a person like you can often feel transformative, even faded, because you love so deeply. You change people, okay? Just by operating out of your heart chakra. Your heart is balanced. I feel like your intentions are pure around this time. Your capacity to understand emotional shadows makes you more of a healer. You are the healer of the wounds, Taurus. All right, so you could be expressing yourself through music. You could just be talking with people. Let's see what you got going on, Taurus. Taurus is the ruler of the money, the quint. All right, what is Taurus's vibe? Give me some energy for Taurus's vibe. Like whatever you're doing, you're impressing someone. There's some messages or downloads that's going to come in. Something may have been delayed, but things are speeding up for you, Taurus. All right, a family. You could be someone that's, someone in your family could be a Taurus. I feel like a family is coming together. A cycle is coming to a completion when it comes to matters of the family. Family is very important to you. There's an addition coming into the family. You could be 8 months pregnant. So you got another 2 months to go. You could be someone that's born in October, but you're looking at the Tauran aspect of you. Because if you're a Taurus, Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. Okay, so the October will take us to Scorpio. Something significant happened between August and October. Okay, a significant change took place. I feel like there's mail or message or email or downloads coming in. It's about a family, okay? I feel like you may have been you're being judged by other family members or people that are close to your family. People are looking at you. They're watching you break free. They're watching you free yourself. They're watching you love yourself. Through acts of love, I feel like you're overcoming challenges through acts of love. I feel like a family's coming together, a dynamic. I feel like you like to keep your circle tight, right? Taurus can be very possessive when it comes to their family. I see good luck on the horizon for you. Okay, what other messages we have for Taurus? Happiness. Look at the sun. Okay, your son could be a Taurus. You may have a lot of love for your son. I feel like this son is having a good time, a happy time. I feel like your son is very happy. You could have a Sagittarius son. You may have a little boy. I feel like you're looking at your son. You could be watching your kid grow, okay? Someone is a Taurus, okay? Someone in the family is a Taurus, and they're watching you grow. They're watching you be happy. I feel like there are people that may have tried to stop you in the past. What is this Eight of Wands? What is the message coming from? With the Eight of Wands, something's a little bit slowed down, okay? But be optimistic, regardless, okay? So you could be experiencing some travel delays. You're happy nonetheless. I feel like you're having a good ass time wherever you at. You're living your best life, Taurus. I like that for you. I really do, because you're traveling here. You're focusing out, looking at the material world. I feel like you're judging it. You're looking at what you have versus what you don't have, and you're grateful for what you do have. But you're on a fool's journey. I feel like you're at this moment in time. You could be visiting Paris, or you could be remembering a time when you visited Paris. You could be traveling to Paris, planning a travel to Paris. Whatever you're doing, you're having a good freaking time out here tonight. Okay? But you're happy, you're whole, you're present, you're content, you're at peace. Okay? Tell me more about this Eight of Wands. What was slowing you down? I feel like you was chilling. If you was delayed when you traveled somewhere, you could have traveled abroad with some family. You could have traveled to visit family. But you had a good time. I feel like you had a lot of fun. Yeah. Okay. So this is something, maybe going to Paris is your passion. You're focusing on it because you got your sights on this trip that you're trying to take. Okay. All right. But there's a need to take some time and meditate and think about what you want to do, because the moon is in Aries. So it's like something happened on Friday. Okay. Friday was Venus Friday. I feel like you're relaxing, enjoying you could be enjoying some music, some smoke, some bud, okay? Because you rolling something up, all right? You astral project. You may have traveled recently to church. I feel like you just taking some time to reflect now, meditate, kind of kick back, lay back. I feel like somebody has school tomorrow. The children have school. And you're trying to focus. I feel like tradition and family is very important to you. I feel like you are someone you're optimistic about your life. Whatever is going wrong in your life, you're just hoping for the best. You're not fighting with anybody. You're at ease. You're at peace. You could be lighting some candles around the home, doing whatever it is that you love. You're chilling. You know you have protection. Your family's protected. Your family's safe. Let me get some moon messages for you, Taurus, because I feel like you're just relaxing. You're chilling. You could be sitting reading your Bible, saying some prayers, meditating. Because at the end of the day, these are a lot of wands, right? These are telling me that there was a lot of energies being directed at you. You're a communicator, a messenger also for whoever you are. I feel like there's a lot of onlookers judging you and watching you be happy nonetheless. You're someone who has peace in your life. Because when you look at Taurus, you look at the character, okay? This person, you may have like your hair really, really long. Maybe you're thinking about changing the color. I see somebody may have blonde hair, brown hair, honey blonde, or you may be thinking about getting some highlights. You have an educational background in communications. You have a degree, nonetheless. I feel like you have the potential, because you're speaking through me. You have the potential to do whatever it is that you want. I feel like you just need to focus there. Get some information. You're very smart. You're somebody that's religious. Maybe you could be looking into meditation, yoga practices. You could be looking into Buddhism, understanding the teachings of Buddha. But nonetheless, you're someone that you have religion in your life. You do believe in a higher power. So you're coming off as someone with morals, with character, about family, the structure. Home is important, foundation. Okay, you like to stay at home. You like to take long baths. Okay, meditate and contemplate. You're taking some time to meditate and decide what it is that you want going forward. Okay, so you're just chilling, but you're trying to think of what it is that you really desire, what it is that you want to manifest, because you're writing part of this story. You're looking at your story and you're looking at what it is that you want and you desire that will attract more peace, more abundance, more happiness in the terms of family or home or foundation. Okay, so let's look at the signs and synchronicities that you should pay attention to. Taurus, be as peaceful as possible. Take your peace back. You may need to say some prayers, because it's like take a spiritual bath, say some prayers, and you could be picking up on some energies now. The next couple of days, the moon will be in Pisces. So with the moon being in Pisces, let me elaborate a little bit on the moon in Pisces. Let's see, we're in December, there's November. So the moon in Pisces is going to, let's see what we get. The moon in Pisces, we just came out of the moon in Pisces. Okay, so you're moving, you're making some progress, because Taurus moves a little bit slow. It's like you're getting a new outlook, a new perspective. So you're doing some meditating and trying to figure things out. You may have felt stuck in a family situation or family dynamic. There was some blockages in the past due to a family scenario. Okay, there was some type of conflict, argument, but you're breaking free from it. I feel like you felt like the candle was burning at both ends, and so now it's like you're choosing to let it go and just operate out of peace, out of your heart chakra. Okay, you have good luck here for you, but just look to your beliefs. You're very peaceful at this time. You have a serious look in your face too. Be careful. Don't do too much, because when we're looking at Taurus, we're looking at your money. Be careful with your spending. Balance spirituality with practicality. Okay, before you take action, this is telling you to look before you leap, because this is all action here. But then when you sit here and you think about it and you meditate and you get a peace of mind, think before you take action. Get grounded. I feel like maybe in the mornings you should start grounding yourself more. Start with meditation or reading your Bible. Start your day off with positive affirmations. I feel like you're doing something effortlessly. You don't even have to try. You're very loving. You're very caring, because you come off as a mother or father figure. You're someone that you love to travel. You love to be happy. You're carefree, but just be careful. Okay? I see you growing. Taking time to meditate. Trusting the unknown. Because you're not sure sometimes. Sometimes you feel like, I don't know which way this is going, but I'm going to be optimistic. there's going to be some messages coming in around the time when you're traveling around these traffic cones. Something is going around and coming back around, so be careful. Because what goes around comes around. The throat chakra here of Taurus is saying to be careful of the words you speak. But I feel like whatever you're speaking or saying or doing, you're doing it without having to try much, and you're instantly manifesting happiness and peace for yourself. So whatever it is that you're saying or doing or putting out there in the atmosphere, exposure, being judged. Okay, something around winter. Whatever it is that you're doing, and don't let nobody slow you down, because you've decided to take action. Someone's trying to express themselves. I feel like someone's coming toward you. Okay, this situation is occurring around the winter months. So we're looking at December, January, February. Okay, so the next 3 months, be optimistic. Be as optimistic as possible. Use your heart, not your head. Follow your true north. That's your heart's desires. I feel like you're doing things without fear of being judged. I feel like you're tired of hiding your truth. Maybe that slowed you down in the past. And I feel like you're not giving a damn anymore. And you're choosing to be happy. You're choosing to take your peace and your power back. You're somebody that's very private. You're very secretive. You don't like to put your business out there. So you're searching for the truth and the meaning of things. I feel like there's a significant other or somebody in your family that's thinking about you. This person is watching you secretly. They're watching you. They haven't come toward you yet. They're waiting to take action. This person is waiting. You could be listening to, getting some information or some knowledge on Google. You could be doing research about a school. You're looking up a school, where someone studied, where someone went, trying to get some information, some knowledge. This person is blocked though. They've been blocked, and I feel like you could just be studying online or doing research or looking up some information, doing a paper online. But I feel somebody's watching you secretly, because this is right on top of Pisces. This person is watching from a blocked profile. You blocked them in some type of way. This person could be getting information, trying to get knowledge of you from doing Google searches from your profile pictures, things like that. Around the winter time is when this scenario is occurring. It's cold now. You could be going to visit a family around the winter, or going overseas around the winter. There's somebody that's holding on tight to something that happened around the winter months. Okay? Something happened between August and October. All right? This person is very resourceful. They do a lot of research. Okay? This is a divine feminine. Okay? I feel like look. I feel like your heart is open to healing. Trust your better judgment. But ultimately, this person does research online. You have education, right? You could be worried about you could be trying to, maybe you have thinking about getting certified for something technological. You could be taking up a new field, new study. There's some new obsession that you have gotten into. This new thing that you're doing. You've become a little bit obsessed with it. You may have a lot of pride. You don't want to tell anybody about it because you fear being judged. So you're getting information online. So you've been looking into spiritual stuff. You've been looking into meditation. You've been getting information about this stuff. You've kind of been studying. You take notes on it. I feel like somebody's watching you and secretly taking notes. I feel somebody's a hater too. I'm sorry. It's always a hater in the damn vicinity. Let's see what your 12th house of karma is that you're going through right now. There's a message coming in. Somebody's going to talk to you. They're waiting to communicate. Maybe they're thinking of writing a letter. This person is trying to connect with you, but you got them blocked. They want you to know that they're thinking of you. They watch you in secret. They don't want to come towards you because they feel like you're going to judge them. They're under judgment. This person's spirit is under judgment because that's where the blockage is. There was some like somebody's feeling slowed down, weighed down, heavy, overburdened, right? By something dealing with the family. Be careful around someone. You may have been misjudged. I feel like you don't like clingy shit. And I feel like you don't like people to hold on to you, but you're very strong, you're intuitive, you're an empath. You like to help people heal. You judge people by their actions, not their words. You've learned a lot of lessons in life. You learn to trust your inner guidance. You could be born around the winter. Somebody's born around the winter. Like I said, this is Taurus reading, but someone that's watching, the energy here is someone that is born around the winter. Something happened around the winter, but something is between August and October that happened. There's somebody in your family that's thinking of you. I feel like you're on a journey where you're searching to find the hidden meaning and truth in things. You're trying to discover the deep, dark secrets. You could be into the esoteric right now. I feel like you have an obsession, because Taurus' motto is I have. This person has an obsession with, you could be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. You love your devices, you love communicating, you love family, but your health is more important at this time, Taurus. What's your 12th house karma that you're going through right now? Taurus, you needed to act like a leader. There's the Sun card twice. So, you could be there's a need to meditate and isolate yourself because you have textbook knowledge. You're very smart, you're very wise. Okay, but you need to be a leader. Trust the person by their actions. Win through your actions and never your words. Okay? Express yourself, but be happy. Be hopeful, be happy, be optimistic. Be happy for yourself. There's luck here. There's rainbows and stuff all around you. I feel like you're reflecting with yourself. You're going through a parallel experience. And there's a need for you to demonstrate your leadership skills because you're letting people's fear, you're letting the fear of what people think or what people may say about whatever your beliefs are hold you back. I feel like you need to break free from that, Taurus. You tripping, Taurus. I'm going to give you an Akashic Record card. But first, we're going to look at the money and give you some money messages for Taurus. Whatever you're wanting is speeding up. It's coming around the winter months. This shit's right around the corner. So, just be careful. Don't. Be careful. Maybe you giving birth, because the Taurus is very abundant. Be grateful for what you have. At this time, there's no need to rush as if there's a deadline. It's the same thing. Maybe you're just focusing on providing for your family. You're just relaxing. But you're doing some research online. You keep it to yourself. But there's a need to be careful when you're out here traveling and things like that. Let's give me a money message for Taurus, please. I think you just isolating for a minute and kicking back and getting away from everything. You're happy around your family. You like to be your homebody. Okay? Do what makes you happy around this time. And stop giving a damn about what other people think. Think somebody's going to judge you? So what? If you change the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light that's going to help you get where you want to be. So you need to change your perspective. That's what Sagittarius wants you to do. Look at things from a higher perspective. Get research, get information, get knowledge. Okay? So that is your money card. So you have everything. You're not broke because you're sitting in a tub. You're at home. Wherever you're at, you have a roof over your head. You have your family. You're happy. You're discovering yourself. You're discovering secrets about your lineage also. So you're gaining spiritual knowledge and wisdom. You may have this new obsession about spirituality and the unknown is giving you a lot of information. I feel like you feel happy because you're able to move forward and heal aspects of your family that you didn't know needed healing. See, somebody who's a player. Okay, so you're looking back at yourself. You're being hopeful, you're optimistic, and you're happy. Okay, Divine Feminine, you may have been dealing with a player. This player has maybe turned their life around. I feel like this player is at war with different energies, different spirits. So you're getting some knowledge about spiritual warfare. Because the Three of Wands is about waiting for ships to come in, waiting for something to change. You have to be the change, right? You have to take the energy and transform your life into what you want it to be. But you're gaining some knowledge from a higher perspective, from a spiritual aspect. So like I said, you could be looking at teachings of Buddha, learning about meditation and yoga practices. If not, then there's a need to do that also. I feel like somebody's saying, you could be watching something happen in somebody's family, somebody's being judged heavily for what choices they made in the past. This person in the past, they was a player. They was always on the prowl, searching for something new when they had a Divine Feminine right around them. So somebody's going through the 12th house of karma. All right, now this High Priest, this is a wealthy man here. The Divine Feminine aspect of you is what's healing. You're looking at yourself as worthy as having wealth. You have a lot. Okay? Ancestors are saying somebody's under judgment for something that they did in the wintertime. Alright. You could be a high priest, a high priestess, but there's a need to fight back. You're just like you're taking back possession of your spirit. Because somebody may need to get some information about understand how spirits work, spiritual warfare. Because somebody may be a little bit 3D, maybe still with the program, but there's a need to break free from the program. I feel like you felt this person is operating with karmics, and they're at war with themselves. And I feel like somebody feels stuck, trapped, in bondage. So there's a need to get the higher perspective. There's a need to get information. There's a need to get some clarity. I feel like that's coming to you around the winter. There's a need to just be patient and be happy for right now. Whatever you need clarity on is coming to you. But you may not get clarity until around the winter months. So we're looking at maybe I strongly December. Let me see which winter months is this happening for Taurus. All right. Could be doing some background information, trying to see if somebody's a player or not. Because this is a passionate new start. You have this new beginning. Okay. When it comes to whatever it is that you're holding close to your heart, whatever it is that makes you so happy. Okay, so for the masculine, you're somebody who has a lot of wealth. You work hard for what it is that you have. You like to dress nice. You dress very, very nicely. This year, around the winter months, see, someone may be pregnant. They was a player in the past, okay? And I feel like this person, something happened. There was some secrets that needed to come out. Something could have happened during a celebration, a time of celebration this year, maybe the 4th of July, or during the holidays. We have the winter months coming up. This wealthy man is somebody that is very philosophical, very spiritual, they're very peaceful. But I feel like there's a player here. Somebody that likes to get around, right? They don't stick around long. There's people like judging this particular person for being a player, for being false, because we're looking at false idols in this situation. It's about looking up to people that are of the material world. There's a need to be careful around somebody. In a few weeks, okay, this year in a few weeks, which puts us in December, like I said. Right now we're in the fall. Between fall and the next few weeks in December, okay? Like I said, something happened in August. Somebody could be a Leo. This happened on a holiday. Maybe you decided to take a break from somebody because somebody was a player. But like I said, delays are over and something's happening faster than you think. But something between August and October happened. It's happening when you least expect it. You just need to let go. Stop waiting for it. You want this passionate new start. Maybe you thought that I feel like you needed to learn some lessons. You're looking at the lessons you had to learn in life when it comes to dealing with people that want to play, right? Somebody was a player, okay? They had a karmic child, all right? We got high priestess and high priest here, a shaman or somebody. There's somebody that was very manipulative, and you feel like somebody's trying to maybe got somebody pregnant, or someone did some type of spell work to manipulate. Now, they have possession of a doll or something like that. Somebody's kid could be, somebody may need to watch their kid because somebody has a doll. They want a player to be passionate and love them and be happy and whole with them. I feel like somebody's waiting for they were waiting for the right time to do this spell, and I feel like they feel confident. Look at here. I feel like somebody is trying to attract someone, and they're lighting candles, doing magic, doing different spell work. I feel like somebody needs to heal their heart. Because if someone was a player in the past, they had a karmic child, maybe somebody wanted to get some revenge. There's an obsessive ex that just can't, they don't want to let shit go. And I feel like somebody just, they don't want to let stuff go. They hold on to things tighter than anything you can think of. This is leading me to go. Let me see if we have enough time, Taurus. This is leading me to look at we got 34 minutes. This is telling me to look at this karmic contract. Someone was a player, they have a karmic child. Not talking about no one's child, but the contract that they have with someone is karmic. Pay attention to the signs. Right. Like I said, you're learning that you could be getting some knowledge about karmic contracts. Children, see? Children affect this scenario. Family and children. There was some type of commitment, but someone was a player and had a karmic child. I feel like there's a need to proceed with caution because someone is a risk. You could be choosing something new, a new love, and you could be choosing to love yourself. I think that's best because there's someone from the past that does want revenge, okay? However this dynamic went, you needed to heal your heart. You needed to take the time to heal yourself. I feel like you needed to take some time to you and just heal your heart. Because wherever you're traveling to, I feel like you're making a discovery. I feel like you could be hearing about this energy also. Somebody wants, I feel like somebody's watching you, right? Watching you be happy. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't want you to be happy. You want a new beginning in love. I feel like you're waiting for somebody to return. Don't wait for them to return. Okay, what comes around goes around. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to get their karma for what they did to you. Something happened on a holiday. You could be, a marriage could have took place around the holidays. There's news coming about whatever this scenario is from children. If you're manifesting something new, you could be trying to manifest having children. I feel like you're someone who's very mature for your age, right? You have a sense of responsibility about yourself. Foundation and family is important. You could be a little bit boastful. Some people may look at you as arrogant, conceited. Okay, do you, whatever. But the message here is that somebody's under judgment because they was a player in a marriage or relationship. They had a karmic child. They took that risk. Okay, so now the karmic is jealous. Fast forward, and after all this shit, there's a karmic that's jealous. So this jealous person, this could be a female because divine feminine came out, but she could be operating out of her masculine. She could be looking at this masculine as a wealthy person, okay? This person could be have a sense of self-righteous, but I feel like this person is humble nonetheless. When you least expect it and when you focus on self and heal your heart, new love will come in, because this is like telling me this, you just need a period to yourself to relax, meditate. Now, you could also be on the other spectrum of in a committed relationship, you wanting to take this risk. After loving yourself, you feel like the signs were all there that you were meant to be with a person, because somebody makes you really happy, makes you feel whole. You want them to be part of your family. I feel somebody was a player in the past, and now they've learned a lot of valuable lessons. They've healed. I feel like this person is more in tune with themselves. They're not out for revenge. They're more after peace. But somebody in the past is with the bullshit. That's what I'm saying. But there's communication coming to you about children or something, that this contract is a commitment. I feel like your relationship is going to a higher level of commitment, because it's just energy that we're coming out of the past from. So if it sounds confusing, just take what resonates, because I'm doing a general reading. Trust the signs and synchronicities. You could be seeing things on social media. You're seeing things about marriages and children. You may be seeing things about karmics wanting revenge, people going into new relationships, songs. I'm hearing the song You Make Me Wanna by Usher. I'm hearing Let's Get Married by Jagged Edge. You're hearing different songs. I feel like someone is trying to communicate with you, but you have them on block. They watch you in silence. There's someone that is, this person could be lusting after you and watching in secret. There's someone that's lusting, okay? and hiding behind a troll account, a fake social media account. On one hand, I see someone that has vengeance on their heart and wants to get back. But then I see someone also that just wants to get back what was taken from them. They want to get back to where they were when they first started. You could be wanting to get back together with someone and start over in a relationship. I feel like it's best to go forward and not go back to the past, because you're going to get that same energy even if a person has changed, right? And when it comes to you and that person, nothing has changed. It was still where it left off. So there's healing that needs to be done first, because that person is still having to work out of this player energy. They have karmic debt that they have to pay. This person may have had a child during a marriage. They took a risk. They took a gamble outside of the relationship. Now, if you're a divine masculine or divine feminine and you're struggling with fidelity issues, I feel like there's a need to pray over yourself and take your power back, because the energy could be very tempting, and there's some spiritual manipulation that you're not aware of. So be aware of yourself. You could be feeling insecure, obsessive lately. I feel somebody manipulated someone into a contract or commitment. I feel like your ancestors are protecting this new love, this new union, because it's not so much about the past. You're coming out of the past. Things are speeding back up. I feel like a relationship could be moving really fast. Between the two of you, there's children, there's contract, there's old marriages, there's situations that need to pave itself out. Somebody's going to be calling you about children. I feel like there's a need to just watch the show and don't go against the flow. There's people that's tripping. You're happy, okay? You get off the carousel at the same time. You're happy. Keep being happy, okay? Stay on the carousel of happiness. Stay on the love train. Went through acts of kindness. Don't risk your health, whatever it is that you're building with your significant other, for anything on the outside. Read between the lines. There's a need to listen to the songs and read between the lines, okay? So let's see what your Akashic record wants you to know, Taurus. You're stepping into authentic strength that's rooted in force, but in deep knowing. Your power blesses and uplifts others. Own it fully. Right, so own your truth, own yourself. You're just happy. You're whole now. But somebody may want revenge, so I think you need to be careful about who you tell your secrets, who you tell your business to. I'm just reading the different energies. This person could be jealous because you may be going into a higher level of commitment. You may be getting married soon. There's children involved in this situation. Somebody's under judgment because they wanted to be a player. Maybe their life is at a standstill. There's a need to be patient because Aries is in Mars, in the moon, which is about impulsiveness and taking your power back, because I feel like somebody is like a player. They like to control everything. I see a marriage. And I see the ancestors coming into union. I feel like a testament. There's a testament of faith and strength. Because before the foundation can be solid, there has to be trust, right? You think somebody's a player, somebody wants to come back from the past, but they're afraid because they think you're going to take revenge on them for what they did to you, okay? Let's just get that out the damn way, because that's third-party energy that's mixed in with what you got going. You're communicating with this new love. You're loving on self. There's someone from the back you have children with, or there's a contract with, something that is legal binding, or there's something about school. Somebody may want to take some type of action toward you. This person took action toward you in the past. You haven't, look, I'll tell you what. What's the moon's message for Taurus? Because I just think you let go of somebody that you don't like, that clingy shit. Somebody was clingy, obsessive, compulsive. They tried to manipulate you. They tried to manipulate your mind. They got on your nerves. Something happened in the past, so you decided to step out of a scenario. Now, this time around, you're not risking going back to anything that caused you to go through heartbreak, because you had to go through heartbreak in order to get this passionate new start. You may get an intense, passionate start creating something new. Don't tell anybody about this thing that you're manifesting, Taurus, because I feel like whoever's trying to be manipulative is not worth it, or trying to break you and someone up is not worth it. It's not going to happen. You win through acts of love. Self-love is the way. You love your significant other by loving yourself. You win through self-love. This is the way for you. So this is your message, because I can break down things all day, but adjustments are required in a scenario. There's a compromise that needs to be made, okay? You're very close to achieving your goal, but there's a compromise because the moon is full here. You're very close, but it's waning. It's a third quarter waning. Okay, something happened when the moon was waning. It was during a healing phase. Now you're cultivating, okay? I hope you ain't trying to bring the energy of the player back up. What do you need to release in order to receive, okay? The answers you need are coming. I feel like you need to maybe pray, meditate before you make this decision. You feel like somebody was being secretive, competitive, trying to one-up you, trying to get revenge. Everything is a sign, okay, Taurus? This is part of your spiritual contract. Let me see what this lesson is that you're learning right now, because I feel like you're looking for answers. You're trying to find the meaning to all of this shit. See, you're doing too much. You need to take some time for you. This process involves many steps and a slow down process. It slows down progress. Delegate responsibilities to avoid burnout. Too many responsibilities, and don't let pressure slow you down. So maybe you feel like you're under pressure for somebody. You have this new love situation. You want a higher level of commitment, but you have to come out of this player energy. Adjustments are required because you want to treat people the way you want to be treated. Okay, so if you ain't acting like a player and you got a family and you out here doing weird shit, you just trying to do you, be happy, live your best life, that ain't right. You ain't gonna like how things happen when the roles reverse, because the universe will bring the energy of reversals so that you can feel what you put out. Okay, so if your high hopes, your passionate new start, what are you manifesting? You desire, you want to get married, you want to have children, you want this new love. You can also manipulate the energy to love yourself. But I feel someone does not want someone to be happy or free. I feel like you took a gamble, you took a risk, and you took a leap of faith, and you went out and you trusted that what the divine has for you was for you. So you loved yourself. Be focusing on your intent, but be careful not to obsess about it. Set your intention and forget it. Avoid talking about how overloaded you feel, hoping it would go away, but it will only make things worse. Now the silence between us is heavy. So you need to express yourself, Taurus. You feel overloaded, been bombarded in a situation. In order to be free, you're going to need to express yourself. You could be overcommitted with work. You could be obsessed with work. There's a need to get relaxed and love on yourself. It's okay. Whatever it is you're just stressing and worried about, don't worry about, because that's energy of the past. This new love is someone you feel really happy now. You're at peace now. I feel like you got the happiest cards in the deck here. I feel like you're going to be as happy as you... I feel like you just need to believe in the impossible, because your ancestors have come together to try to bring this union together and make it possible. Don't risk anything. See? Generation, you're going to be with this person. There's a proposal coming towards you. You're going to be with this person for a long time. There's miracles out here for you. You're getting your wish. What the hell? Look at here, Taurus. You're getting your wish. What is... I don't know. This is around you. Stay focused. I feel like this person is very charming. They desire you. They want something new. Maybe in the past there was a player. Maybe there's some karmics that want revenge, don't want to see them heal, don't want to see them in this union with you. Maybe people are looking at this person like he or she could be arrogant, boastful, full of themselves. Oh well. I feel like this is a power couple right here. I feel like there's... whatever people are projecting, the joke's on them, because it's going to backfire. Whatever manipulation tactics is going down, it's not happening. You could be an Aquarius. You could be a Pisces. I feel like you're just in a mood. Your mood, sometimes you have mood swings, and sometimes it can make you feel one way or the other. Nonetheless, if you wanted to achieve your goal of healing, of a new home, something, this new love is long term. This new love is here to last. This isn't the energy like you're used to, okay? So don't project energies of insecurity, because Aries is all about self and security. You could be feeling overwhelmed with your studies or with your work. Take some time for you and love on yourself. Enjoy this new foundation, this new beginning you have. You got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Everything is everything. You complete. Now you whole. Don't fuck it up. Shit. I'm just saying, man. Damn. You got everything that you asked for. Something could be happening in May. Your birthday could be in May. So you're a May Taurus. Anybody trying to come in between you and this person, they're wasting their damn time. Focus on today, focus on now. Be content with the present. Don't worry about the past. Let's come into union with ourselves. Let's come into union with what it is that you truly desire. Get some rest. Rethink and reevaluate things. What do you want to... Maybe you're trying to set up your home. You're hanging things up around the home. I feel like there's a need to get balance, and don't overindulge in with food and drink. I think that's what you're doing. Trust your gut too. It's around payday. So it's payday for you, so just be careful. You're worried about if somebody's loyal or not, or this. Don't put that energy out there. Focus. If you want commitment, if you want marriage, then focus on that. You don't have to do any spells or anything like that. Just love yourself. Continue to be you. Love yourself, and everything that's for you will align with you. All right? But in order to come out of this scenario, you have to change your perspective. Change what you're looking at. Change the way you see yourself. Change yourself. All right? Flip the script and change yourself. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave this here. I could be reached at FatimasLight333 at gmail.com. Peace.